Good morning, everyone, on this thankful Thursday. We're going to review from Everything Happens for a Reason by Mira Kirshenbaum. 10 reasons, one basic principle. 10 reasons, one basic principle. But it's one basic principle that she talks about. She breaks it down, though. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Remember to smile today. Remember to smile. Remember to smile today. It's 8:30. I'm ready to read. As I talk to people about the reasons they found, at first I was dazzled by the variety. There were many reasons why, as there was people, and sometimes more. Before, a lot of people found more than one reason, but sometimes life offers you a wonderful surprise by being a lot simpler than you thought. I look for patterns in all the different reasons people have found. I use statistical analysis and seat on the pants analysis. As I kept sorting, matching up one person's reasons with another, and being delighted at all the connections I found, I saw that ultimately there are only 10 different meanings for the events in our lives. Section 1, Inside the Mind of God. I sat at the computer and typed out a final list of the 10 different meanings I found. Then what I was looking at hit me. Holy smoke. I thought, if everything in our lives happens for a reason, these are the reasons. She talked about a person that she met named Scott. If one person like Scott comes up with a reason, you can say he's just telling himself a story. But this was it. These were all the reasons there are. These are the lessons life teaches us. If the universe really is a nurturing place designed to help us grow, then this is what that nurturing is all about. And then for a long spine-chilling moment, I looked at the 10 reasons and felt I had a glimpse inside the mind of God. Not literally, of course, but as Dorothy says in her book, The Mind of the Maker. Just the way you can know the mind of human creator through his words and works, you can gain a sense of mind of the divine creator through his words and his works. I think that's true. Think of the best teacher you ever had. Miss Martin, Miss Anderson, Mr. Feudo, Mr. Purnell from Marion Sterling. I remember my teachers. Miss Roccasalva. Who else? My French teacher in middle school, high school, Airview Catholic. Your third grade teacher, a college instructor, or someone who taught you crafts or swimming at summer camp. You knew that person cared, but it wasn't all fun and games either. Great teachers often make you do incredibly difficult tasks that seems pointless. Why in the world am I having to go through this, you asked. Then at some point, maybe years later, you discovered that the task had a wonderful meaning because it helped you learn something you couldn't have learned any other way. And then you finally understood that your teacher was doing You had a view of what was going on inside your teacher's mind. That's what I'm talking about when I say we just might be able to think of 10 reasons as giving us a glimpse into the workings of God's mind. Life itself sets us tasks, sometimes painful, sometimes unbelievable, difficult. But suppose we get something valuable from these tasks. And suppose we get the reason we had to face these tasks in the first place. Then how can I not feel we're getting an insight into what God thinks we need to grow as individual human beings? When we say everything happens for a reason, here are the reasons. You may not know which applies to you, but don't worry. You soon will. Section 2. The 10 meanings of the events in our lives. Everything happens to you for one or more of these 10 reasons. 1, to help you feel at home in the world. 2, to help you totally accept yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. To show you that you can let go of fear. Number 3. Number 4, to bring you to a place where you can feel forgiveness. Forgiveness is freedom. To give you what you need to find true love. To help you become stronger. To help you discover the play in life, like playing jacks, riding on the sidewalk with chalk, or running through the grass with no socks and shoes on. Number 9, to show you how to live with a sense of a mission. Number 10, to help you become a truly good person. To elevate yourself to the highest potential. That's an E in the SMILE mantra. This book is the story of these 10 reasons, what they are and why they're important. Section 3, to complete your journey. There are dealings with some event from your past or some situation in your present, thirsting for a way to find meaning in it. By answering a few easy diagnostic questions that will appear in each chapter. People get this book. Everything happens for a reason. The more, after you ask the diagnostic questions that appear in each chapter, you'll discover which of the 10 is the reasons why you went through what you did. Of course, you're not limited to just one reason. The more potential for growth you have, the more reasons you may find for what you went through. Read the book through before you decide which reasons is yours. Give the material a chance to work on you. You may be surprised with what rises to the top. By the end, you'll finally have the answer to the question, why did this happen to me? A hopeful growth-filled future will be open to you. Here's how to think of the 10 reasons. Imagine that your lifelong, one moment. Okay. Imagine that your life is a long, difficult journey. At some point, you start running short of what you need. As you struggle on, you suddenly fall into a hole and hurt yourself. Ouch! But it turns out that is not all negative. On the contrary, if you only look, you'll find that right in that hole is something you've desperately needed to complete your journey successfully. And you wouldn't have found it if you hadn't fallen in that hole. As time goes on, you may even be able to say that the discovery was worth the fall. You know, I've fallen short as being finding out things about myself, on why I was born, what's my talents, my gifts, and my purpose. Okay. I'm going to put my glasses on for a moment so I can read a little better here. Okay. All right. Hey. All right. One, section 2, section 4. A warning. A warning. The reason something happened to you was to make something better in your future. The cosmos worked hard to give you this gift. So you damn well better use it. Don't worry, I'll show you how. If not, you'll just keep falling to the holes until you can grasp the gift the cosmos keeps on trying to give you. So why not use it now? Why not use your gift? If you can sing, if you can write, if you can draw, if you can help someone besides doing things for yourself, find out why you were born. So why not use it now while you still have plenty of time? Plenty of time. Count my sections. Hold on. Section 1, we done read inside the mind of God. Section 2, the 10 meanings of the events in our life. Section 3, to complete your journey. Section 4, a warning. Section 5, one basic principle. Understanding the true meaning of the events in your life is more important than you might ever have imagined. How so? I discovered that there's one basic principle underlined in the 10 reasons. The good that comes out of the bad things that happen to you is to help you become your best, most authentic you. Yeah, your authentic self. Okay? Each of the 10 reasons is a different way of helping you become the best self. And your reasons is the specific resource you need to do better job leading the life you were meant to lead as the person you were meant to be. Things happen to help you get rid of the parts of yourself that aren't you, to help you be more real and more yourself, not like everyone else, to help you lead a more authentic life. And ultimately to help you discover who you really are, why you were born. Circumstances often take us away from who we really are. And the further we drift, the more likely that it's going to take some final losses or difficulties to show in our faces the facts that we don't even know who we are anymore. We as women get lost in being a mother, a wife, somebody's sister, a co-worker. We forget about who we are and why we were born. We forget about ourselves. This helps us wake up so we can once again rediscover our true selves. Self-care. Laura had always thought of herself as a good person. There's a character that she's talking, a woman that she interviewed. Her name is Laura. Laura had always thought of herself as a good person, loving, friendly, helpful. A single mom. How many single moms out there? How many single moms out there? Laura worked as a stockbroker during a downturn in the economy. She got laid off. Have we ever got laid off? Have we ever been caught between jobs? The only job she could find in her field was with a disreputable high-pressure outfit that aggressively sold low-price stocks. Laura did this for many months. Sometimes we pick jobs we do for months and months and years, sinking lower and lower in her own eyes as she essentially cheated people out of their money. The pressure of her work forced her to become increasingly short tempered with her daughter. One morning, have you ever been short tempered with someone because you're struggling, you're in a situation that you're not sure how to get out of? Yeah, we can become short tempered with her daughter. One morning, when her daughter spilled some milk as they were rushing to get out of the house, Laura hit her daughter. No, I don't hit him. I just yell. Because I go on 10. I go from here, woo, through the roof like the Flintstones. Laura was in a daze that day at work. As the afternoon stretched on, Laura started crying. She came home and cried all evening. The next day, she stayed home from work and cried nonstop. At her most upset, she kept saying over and over, "Where's Laura? Where's Sherry? Where's Renee?" We got to ask ourselves, where are you? Where's Shalina? Where's Richard? In the midst of what happened to Laura? What happened to you? What happened to the person that you were before you became a mom, before you became a wife, before you became anybody's significant other, before you started working? What happened? The real Laura would never have hit her daughter. The real Laura would never have worked for a company like that. The real person in you wouldn't do certain things. So family and friends intervened. Laura got help and a good and a good rest. Of course, she never went back to that job. Don't work a job that you ain't happy with. Don't work a job where they complain about you being a little late. Don't work a job that's not family orientated, that understands you have a life outside of that job. She reclaimed her true self. Much more often, however, the process of self-discovery happens in a completely different way. Instead of starting out knowing who we are, then losing sight of our true selves, like Laura. We go along thinking we know who we are until some event comes along and makes us realize that we never know who we really are, which then, for the first time, makes discovering our true selves possible. Here's a story I heard from Archbishop Canterbury, Rowan Williams. Rabbi Yehada was the holiest man of his age. One night he dreamed that he had died and was brought before the throne of heaven. The angel stands before the throne, said to him, "Who are you?" Who are you? "I'm Rabbi," he replied. "Tell my Lord, if my name is written in the book of all, who will share in the kingdom of heaven?" "Wait," said the angel. Wait a minute. "I shall read the names." He read all who died today. He's reading the names that are written in the book. And he read aloud the names, thousands of them. As the angel read, Rabbi Yeshua saw the spirits of all whose names had been called fly into heaven. At last, the angel finished reading. Rabbi's name had not been called. Some of our names won't be called. He wept bitterly. The angel said, "But I have called your name." "Rabbi, I did not hear it." And the angel said, "In the book are written the names of all the people who have ever lived, for every soul is an inheritor of the kingdom of heaven. But many come here who have never heard their true names on the lips of a man or angel. They have lived believing they know who they really are, but they don't know. And so when they're called to heaven by their names as who they really are, they don't recognize them. They don't realize that it's for them, that the gates of heaven are open. Mm, mm, mm. The angel asks, "Who are you?" Wow. So recognize their true names. At this, Rabbi Yudah woke, rising from his bed in tears. He lay prostrated on the ground and prayed, "Master of the universe, grant me once before I die to hear my own true name as who I really am." Do you know your true name? Many more of us like Rabbi than we might think. On the surface, we have complete identity, names, degrees, professionals, affiliation. Then some cruel seeming event comes along and wakes us to the fact that we're not known our true selves. At the same time, it teaches us a lesson. One of the 10 reasons for the events in our lives that makes it possible for us to finally become who we really are. Why were you born? Ask this question. Who are you? What's your true name? Remember, the good that comes out of the bad things that happen to you is to help you become your best, most authentic self. On Thankful Thursday, we have read 10 reasons, one basic principle. I reviewed them for those that didn't get to see it last week. So next Thursday, we'll be coming upon yourself in the midst of life. And there are sections in that she breaks down. Coming upon yourself in the midst of life. Have a blessed and thankful Thursday. Be grateful. Remember to smile today. Study, meditate, inspire, laugh hysterically, and elevate yourself. Remember to self-discover. Everything happens for a reason. Have a blessed morning.